Hi YouTube, this is
Hey,
me and Fath.
I'm Faith.
Um, Basically how this video is gonna go is it's not gonna be like my normal videos. We're gonna talk about being non-binary because Fath is non-binary, and Fath knows what
I know
it's
some
like.
things about
They
it.
know what they're talking about because they've been through being by non-binary, where I don't know because I haven't been through it, but we go through similar things because I'm trans, and we get similar questions because, yeah, they're similar
Oh,
things. But yeah, I think the biggest question that people ask is what is non binary?
basically, non-binary just means that like your gender identity doesn't align with like male or female. Like you're, it's a kind of like it's being trans, but like instead of being a guy or a girl, there's a lot of different identities that are within non-binary. You could be like you can have like several genders or none at all or like a completely different like outside of like male or female. There's like a lot of different classifications, and it's not important to know like every single like label that people use and everything that people call themselves for whatever reason, but it's just important to like know that it's a thing and be able to like um, identify it. I don't know.
Yeah, and the most important thing is respect,
Yeah,
because
always.
that's the most important thing in the end, is that you respect the individual and let the individual live
Yep.
and let them do what they want with their life.
Because at the end of the day, like how somebody else presents or identifies, it doesn't really affect you at all. Beyond
No,
like,
it doesn't.
and if you need to like add some new pronouns to your vocabulary or whatever, it's not that hard.
Like one time I was friends with a non-binary individual, and they wanted me to use a pronoun that I've never used before because they made it up to like help express themselves better. And so it was like, I believe it was spelled Zhim.
Zim.
So it was like Zim, and it was interesting. It was like Zim, Zer,
Yeah, there's a lot.
Zay. It was interesting, and it was a little tough for me at first because I wasn't used to it, but I really respected the individual, so I did my best to learn.
Yeah, it can be difficult. Some people's pronouns are kind of out there, and you may have like never been exposed to the like conjugation of it or whatever. Like some people get really creative, and it can be hard.
Yeah.
But usually like if you need to, like most people like if they do have like uh ones that are kind of out there, they'll have like auxiliary ones. Not everybody, but sometimes
Yeah.
just to make it easier on other people. But yeah.
I find that if you are afraid of messing up, the biggest thing that you can do is you can just address them by their name. If you feel like you're going to be like close to like messing up, then you just use their name.
Yeah, and if you do mess up, like you can just like apologize and like move on with your conversation.
Exactly.
I mean, everybody
It's
slips up
not
sometimes.
it's not a huge deal
Yeah.
if you just mess up a little bit. It's not gonna like totally just make you not friends or
Yeah.
like make them hate you forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a little frustrating for the person, but it's just not something to like hold grudges about.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got off on a tangent there.
It's fine.
Another question that I can think of is what and I hate using these words because you are non-binary, so you
Hmm.
don't believe like in this, but like on most days, do you find yourself presenting more like feminine or masculine per se?
I think
If you had to use stigmatized
yeah.
society's labels.
I think most of the time people would say I'm pretty masculine, like I dress mostly. Well, I don't know. It's kind of like a. I try to keep it like kind of neutral, but there's no such thing as like neutral in like society's eyes. So I
Yeah.
think most of the time people see me as masculine until they hear my voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, just really purely from the way I dress, I'd say more masculine. But I don't like identify like I don't see my gender as like masculine or feminine or
Yeah.
anything at all. Or
That's why I was trying to be careful with my
yeah,
words. Like, I don't want you to feel like you're only masculine, but
yeah,
that's just like society's view on it.
yeah. But I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, so another question I think would be asked a lot is what kind of things do you like to wear to best like adhere to your identity?
Um, that's kind of it's difficult to say. I mean, I just wear what I feel like wearing usually. If I'm gonna be butch for a day or if I'm gonna be femme for a day or whatever, it is what it is. Like whatever happens. Like
It's probably hard to do that too because what I've heard from like gender nonconforming people, if they want to feel femme for the day and want people to treat them as a femme individual, then they feel pressured to do like above and beyond things to be seen as femme or masculine.
yeah, and it's it can be tough to like I don't know. For me, like I've never like worn makeup or anything, so I don't really like care too much about that. But like just sometimes like the way my body looks, it's like kind of hard to like be exactly what you want to be sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty, I'm more or less like content with like my look and like everything. I mean, I could try like to get it like just perfect, but like it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's most important is that you're content with the way you look
Yeah.
and are happy with it. Because at the end of the day, it's you who is the one looking at yourself in the mirror, and
Absolutely.
you're the one who you go to bed with. And
Yeah.
anyways, another question. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, another question I think that people would ask is, do you tell everybody in your life that to that your gender that you don't conform to gender or
No, I don't even tell most people. Mostly close friends and other people who I know are trans and who won't be like disrespectful because like it's a lot to deal with trying to like get somebody to use your pronouns when it's like something they haven't been exposed to. And because I've been like pretty reserved most of my life and like people like don't like ask me so I don't really like say anything. Um, but yeah, I've a couple of my siblings know, my brother and sister. Um, my oldest brother, he knows I'm gay. I don't think he knows I'm non-binary, but yeah, just friends and family that I know I can trust. Basically, not
yeah,
I
because if people know, they're probably gonna abuse it.
yeah, and like I love I'm not quite there yet, but I'd love to be more open, like in the future, and like be more willing to like try to explain it to people more often. But right now, Just don't need that stress in my life.
Yeah. I think it's good that you're waiting till you're ready.
Yeah. It's good that I have like the option to wait until I'm
Yeah.
ready. 'Cause some people,
It's not really possible for me
Yeah.
because it's just like, here I am.
Yeah. But that's good too. That's like
It's
good to be
it's
out.
really taught me how to be strong because
Yeah, I bet.
I've had to be vulnerable from the beginning, and oh my god, I've had some really really bad experiences, but I've had some really good experiences too, and I've learned to truly love myself for the person that I am because of that. So, I don't regret it one bit.
It's good.
But everyone's journey is different.
Yep.
Another question. I'm really bad at thinking of these because
It's all good.
let's see. Because I don't want to ask a question I've already asked, and I don't want to ask a question where we kind of already have like kind of talked about it a little bit. Oh, what bathroom do you normally use?
The girls. The only time I've used like a men's only thing is once I was trying some clothes on, and the person in front of the dressing rooms thought I was a guy, so they pointed me to the guy's dressing room. I was like, oh, okay, and it was kind of scary, but I did it.
That's interesting because
Yeah.
you never really know what people think, what gender you are, especially when you've got such a like androgynous appearance. Like sometimes I look very androgynous because I don't like put too much effort into my appearance. Like right now I probably look kind of androgynous. So people will like gender you by what they think you look most like.
Yeah, and like sometimes it's kind of funny to like just watch people trying to like figure it out. You can like see like the gears like spinning in their heads, like
Yeah.
"Is that a girl? What?" But yeah, um, yeah, you can never know. Some people, like, as I said, like a lot of people like think I'm a boy until they hear my voice, or some people just like immediately think I'm a girl. Some people think I'm a boy even after they hear my voice.
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
probably tough,
Yeah.
but that's why that's the gender binary and a whole right there. Anyways, is there a certain like experience or a chain of events that like led you to finding out that you are non-conforming?
I I'm not sure exactly when I started like I think I was like 14 or 15 when I like started like seeing myself as non-binary. I knew I was gay before that. Like I've always been like gay, and I guess I've always been like trans too. But like for like okay, so I guess I'll just get like this whole like story like mapped out. Um, so for a while I was like in denial about being gay, and I was like, yeah, I'm straight, but then I realized that's dumb, and I'm not. It was like the internet had a lot to do with it, seeing like
Yeah.
that there are other people besides like the people in your small conservative Christian community, and that other people have different beliefs about what's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I knew. Okay, so like I said, I've always been gay and I've always been trans. Like even since I was a young kid, I can remember being like, oh, I'm not a boy or a girl, I'm just a kid. I'm just me. But then, like, eventually, I started kind of like suppressing the parts of myself aligned with like my gayness and transness, and I was like, okay, I just gotta be a straight girl because that's how it's just gotta be.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, like the internet opened up this whole new world to me. And I was like, whoa, maybe I'm gay. And then I was like, whoa, what's a gender? And then, like, I met like some other people who identified as non-binary, and it made a lot of sense to me. But I was like, wait, but doesn't everybody feel like that? But no, not
No,
everybody does.
not everybody. Some
So-
people like me, we do like to conform a little bit.
Yeah, some people. There's boys and
It-
there's girls.
It makes me comfortable to be viewed and seen as very feminine.
Yeah.
And as a girl.
Yeah. But yeah, basically just the internet was a big factor, and just getting to know a lot of people who I hadn't like been exposed to their whole like life. I don't want to say lifestyle, but like that experience before,
Mm-hmm.
and just yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having
And
me.
thanks for riding your bike all the way over
No
here.
problem. It was pretty fun.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you got here safely. They had to ride their bike all the way over to the motel I'm staying at right now. And oh my gosh, I don't even know how far you were.
It's about 30 minutes away by bike. I thought it was gonna be harder, but it wasn't that bad.
Well, that's good. Well, if you guys have any other questions or comments, we would really appreciate if you would leave them down below, and I will do my best to answer them. Maybe I'll ask Feth if they know how to answer them.
I'll do my best.
And thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video.
Thanks.